Hola, ¿cómo estás? It is September 8th, 2024, Sunday, 9:16 p.m. This is for week 36, and I intend on this being maybe the fastest one I've ever done. Basically, I pick up where we left off last week, which is, I think it's where I left off. I found out that my grandparents and my uncle was coming over for the first week of for this week, right? And I found out about 24 hours before I was like getting ready to go to sleep. So I just basically said, okay. So I basically dedicate all of tomorrow to getting ready, shower, clean. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I was also basically prepared to go to like for shit to hit the fan, basically. Oh my god. This thing is letting me actually record and not just fucking the whole thing up. Because it's raining. And the reason why I'm doing this in the rain is because I'm talking about sensitive topics and I don't want to be overheard. So let me just try to get this over with. Yeah, so basically I got it all done and I did a beautiful job. And then Monday, I believe they showed up Sunday night, but I was already asleep, quote unquote, right? So then I just went about my business on Monday, and it worked out to where I was able to, say what's up to my grandfather because he was staying with us. So, I could tell already that, he was like, for one, I don't know what it is, but like, people don't, people are being very nonchalant and whatnot, like that is the point. So, I was, when people are basically putting on a front, trying to play it cool, I get that a lot. So he was doing that, which is fine. Not too surprised. He looked good though. He didn't have his shirt on because apparently he just showered. And I said hello to him because I knew for a fact that he was here to see me. But I didn't want to incentivize and act like everything's all cool. So I don't and incentivize people having me in their house to have people come over, because he doesn't travel very often. So I knew that it was a big deal that he was coming down here, and I knew that the reason he was coming down here was because of me. So I was able to say hello to him, which is good. And then I just went about my business, and my dad was like hovering around him the whole time. So that was literally the only interaction that I had with any of those family members the entire week. But I was still basically derailed the whole week because people were trying to be where I was at, basically. Like, it was very obvious that, they were adjusting. And I feel like this has happened before. But yeah, basically, we're trying to be where I was at. They were doing... they were adjusting the times that they were here, and they were coming at and mind you, the visit was not to visit me. The visit was supposed to be to celebrate my uncle's birthday. Nobody was flat out saying, you had nobody, we haven't seen you. You're the only person we haven't seen in the last year or so. Everybody else we've seen multiple times, so it's obvious, I know it, but nobody's acknowledging that. Nobody's making a big deal about it. So I'm like, all right, cool. Nobody wants to basically, to the way I see it, give me my, like, you could say give me my flowers, you could say give me any type of ego boost or whatever, make me feel special. there was none of that. It was all the opposite. So I was all right, cool. Then I'm gonna behave that way. I'm not gonna. I mean, there's two things. One is I don't appreciate, like, I know that you're here to visit me, right? But I'm not supposed to be here, right? The reason I'm here is because these people are doing rug pulls on me on a regular basis to keep me in a state where they can always assist me in a time of need, in an opportune and convenient time that will correlate with holidays or gatherings or things of that nature, so that I'm there, so that they don't have to answer to fucking weird ass questions. And I'm almost certain that in this visit, the plan was always to get an excuse to kick me out after it happens. Because one, they were setting it up with the whole communication issues. They were setting it up to make me look like I didn't give a damn, and they were setting it up to and they were talking about how I'm not supposed to be drinking and shit like that. Like, they just sent me that random text. So I'm almost certain that the whole plan was to, like, get it set up, do something to get me in trouble with these people. So anyway, I went about, the only thing that I did that was, like, kind of bad, and I have a lot of deja vu about this. I feel like I've done this before, is I just didn't go on the last day when my grandmother came, because I had already seen my grandfather, which was, to me, all right, and I think he was happy with that. But my grandmother came with the group, you know what I mean? And I didn't want to participate with that group. And it's not like people don't know. So anyway, I spent a lot of time in my room, and just being baked and not doing anything. So technically I'm like -16, and +77, because during that period of time, all that being said, I did put in some serious work in session. I have new mental tricks as per usual, and I have many innovations that I've made. And one big thing that I noticed, and I noticed it today, and I don't know if it's true or not, but basically, a lot of what I've been doing is based off tape. I just took it to that level, and it's not like I haven't done that in the past, but basically, there was the like, just not being a good person and imposing your will, forcefulness, right? And then there's tape, and what I realized is when I don't know, and this also, I'm getting deja vu about this, but also, like, for some reason I feel like there's a bigger impact on my hormones, or on or whatever, when I do tapes related things, because my sack or whatever is like the size of an apple right now, to be honest with you. And I noticed it, like, after the fact, that I'm like, you know what, I feel like this, I can understand why, basically I can understand why mentally this would have this effect. You know what I mean? Like, the savageness of the length, and the production down there, it makes a lot of sense. Okay. So yeah, I definitely did do that. I'm in the process right now of completing a particularly heavy day. I'm gonna be breaking night. I intend on breaking night. I just did my schoolwork. I gotta register. Arbitration update, still Amazon purchase, GoDaddy refund, I need to clean my room. I need to shower. And these are the kind of things that I'm gonna do today and tomorrow. I think it's really, literally, if I do like, 8 sets today and 8 sets tomorrow, I'll literally be able to take Tuesday off and be back on full, fully back on my schedule. So that is the intention. Let's see how long this ended up being so far. I literally just threw on a oh God. I just threw on a jacket real quick to I just want to look at my notes please. Jeez, I just want to look at my notes to see if I'm missing anything. God damn. Okay, so the only thing that I want to mention really quick is that I did overhear some stuff when I was in the room. I took gummies. Like there was internet issues and streaming issues that happened as well to kind of also throw me off. But that's that spiritual tip. It was literally like a storm was coming, and in that storm was all that energy. There was also like streaming shit issues that I don't know, maybe it was an attempt at to get me to come out. Once again, all of these like backhanded weird ass manipulation tactics to get me to do stuff that I'm seeing, that I could see people trying to manipulate me, when it's like, bro, just say what you want to do. Just talk to me like an adult, be honest. But that's not what happened. So it's like, okay, well, I'm gonna maneuver around that, and we're gonna see how how that plays out. But yeah, it's like I heard my my dad say something to the effect of that he wasn't trying to let me say something crazy to his dad without having the ability to defend himself, which is hilarious, because it's like I didn't say anything to him. I had the opportunity and I never did. And I don't know, I kind of feel like Titi Sandra might have told him something. I feel like there might have been conversations about what actually is the issue, on the sly somewhere. But let me see what else. Yeah, I heard my grandfather and my grandmother both like my grandmother said that, she was like, oh, if it was anybody else, I'd be very upset. You know what I mean? Like she was literally saying like, it's okay because it's me. And then my grandfather, he made some comments about like, I got what I want, what I needed. I seen him. You know what I mean? Meaning that, he that's why he was here. And then I have to mention the fact that I cried a little bit. I cried a little bit the next day because because they left, right? Actually, I heard my grandfather say, me voy, like outside of my door. I didn't know if he was talking to me or not. Turns out he was. But he said it really loud and it scared me. And, he was just telling me I'm leaving, basically. And I don't know what my dad was thinking. I don't know, anything. I just did my absolute best. I intend on making it right, making it up to them. I needed to make my point. But yeah, I intend on making it up to them by visiting them, calling them, etc. I have multiple things I need to make up to them, basically, at this point. One of them being apologizing for my drunken outburst like a couple years ago, and then this last thing, without explaining everything too much. But yeah, that's pretty much it. We're basically that week is basically shot. We're in the process of making, like, you know what I mean? What I'm gonna do is, over the course of the next like 48 hours, I'll basically be caught up and probably like ahead of schedule again. You know what I mean? To where I can kind of coast and chill. Our groceries are lasting a decent amount of time. We're like maybe almost 2 weeks or something like that. It's almost been 2 weeks since I purchased all that stuff, and there's still plenty left over. So I'm trying to get a general idea of what it would cost. I think it is about $200 a month. What else, man? It's just I don't really need. It's like literally nothing happened. I feel bad because my grandfather's really old, and I know that they came to see me, but I need to stop incentivizing my parents having me here for little gatherings like this, and then kicking me out afterwards. That's literally what they do. And then it's like, okay, now next time we need you for a gathering, we'll rectify the situation then. But yeah, I'm probably going a little bit too deep on that. But yeah, I'm good. Everything is good. That's the last of the family gatherings, and I don't think I'm gonna get kicked out as of right now. I think that my dad feels silly because he literally tripped over his own feet and fucking got himself in trouble when he didn't need to get himself in trouble. Very weird. And I don't think he's mad at me. I think it's just like, whatever, par for the course. I don't think it was, I don't know, and I don't care. I'm prepared for anything. It looks like I'm going to be able to get my 120 hours built up. I feel very strongly about probably leaving at this point. After what happened, I have my mom already asking me about Christmas. And I also feel like there's a level of desperation on my parents' part to try to convince me to stay. But I don't care. I need to do what I need to do. So anyway, that's about that. I appreciate you listening to me. That's going to be week 36. I look forward to speaking with you next week. Deuces.